The whole house is gone, burned in rainy Pittsburgh, where I used to sit wrapping sticky rice in nori, drinking whiskey, waiting for you and him to come stumbling up the stairs, your body folded over his thick shoulder, laughing, asleep, crying. My days depended on which. I'd stay seated at the window, on the table phyllo under a damp paper towel, porcini mushrooms in a bowl, a plastic pastry brush, a saucepan of clarified butter, 4 strips of dough skin thin, spaced an inch apart, dressed with brush, layered, dressed with brush, layered and dressed twice more, the table shaking each time the train steamed along beneath it, each time that felt like forever. This morning, forgive me, I saw you on the blue wing of a raven. Here in the mountains of Arizona, the jays look shellacked, tar-stiff crests, black beaks and eyes, polished by cinder. This is alpine desert, and it smokes at the slightest touch of water. I have cooked this summer at the one white tablecloth restaurant for 40 miles. Each night I clock out, I hold up my apron. Always a new action painting of demi-glace, butter and oil, blood already browned. No pattern, no theme, no face emerging at last with merciful news. Just a pitch-thick stain, something to be boiled and bleached, scrubbed out with both hands. I won't ask how you did it. Won't ask your husband if the police lifted, carried your body before he could, or if he could have, given the chance. How the 2 planes must have lifted from the ground of Rochester, New York, at different times, but on the same path, to take each of you back to Pittsburgh, to bury you where you were born. Forgive me. All I want is to remember you alive, to wake you from the couch where one night you lay beside me, blind with alcohol, your breath somehow sweet. I remember leaving you there to wander the streets, the alleys, the hollow below the streets and alleys, then along the bank of the Allegheny, one of 2 rivers entering the mouth of a third, the Ohio, deep and wide in a blue so close to black, if not for the moon, behind the clouds, the rain. And I thought of you and him, the short days under one roof, and how some nights winter reaches the point of freezing the mind, like a block of ice in a river that tries to warm the ice, but can only make it for a little while a little less cold. But I did not think any of that. No, I didn't wander the streets of a rainy city with the sole wish of being swallowed whole. I simply went outside for a cigarette and stared up at our dark windows, then down at the train tracks below the bridge. It might have been 10 minutes, or less than a moment, a pulse, where I stood there for 12 years. And now, when I turn back toward the house, my dear, the whole thing is on fire. It is fire, burning itself from the inside out, a furnace, a ravenous blindness. And when I look again, sunrise on glass.